Hey everybody, I'm Basekip. This is going to be a game from Star Series Season 3. Again, I have contacted the guys over at Star Ladder about casting these games through Dota TV, but I'm yet to receive a response. So whether or not these games are uploaded or whether or not I will continue to cast these games in the future is still sort of up in the air. But for now, just going to go ahead and do it. So last game I commented on it looked like thrown bans and things like that, but we have just had a remake, so a little bit more standard right now. So CK and Invoker are going to be the bans for NEXT.kz, and Darkseer and Naga for Empire. So, and Lone Druid banned out, so we'll have to see what makes it through. Maybe the Lycanthrope, maybe the Nature's Prophet. And so Lycan's going to be the ban. What are NEXT.kz going to choose to pick up? They're going to choose to take the Rubik. So, and Rubik has been creeping his way more and more into the first pick ban sort of area. And the big thing with the Rubik is always that first picking a Rubik immediately shrinks the pool of heroes that the enemy team can really feel super comfortable playing. To me at least, whenever the Rubik is picked, Enigma sort of goes straight out the window. Because there's just no way to protect Black Hole. Other long channeling ultimates as well, Bane, even though we don't see all that much of him, is sort of needs to be very careful around Rubik. And even heroes like Brewmaster and Tide, if you can blink right next to Rubik, then he doesn't have enough time during the travel of the Ravage to steal it. But it just means that you need to play just that little bit more carefully when you're playing against him. And so Leshrac and TA going to be picked up by Empire, so great aggressive heroes for them. And NEXT.kz probably going to be forced into taking something to help deal with that TA. And what it's really going to come down to is whether they were wanting to run that Rubik as well. Okay, if you first pick Rubik, it's fairly unlikely that you're going to be running him as a hard support, but as the draft could have developed, we would have seen, whether that would have been the case. But right now, I feel like they're being forced into picking up Venomancer as the hard support. So Rubik's probably going to be the solo mid. And as always, Venomancer is just such a fantastic counter to TA. Eats to her refraction charges, absolutely no problem. And the slow is great for kiting her as well. I mean, 15.1 second duration, 50% slow from level 1. Venomous Gale is just absolutely great. So, good pickup by NEXT.kz, but Empire probably saw it coming. And while it's still a while you say counter to TA, insofar as that she's not really going to have refraction charges up a lot of the time, which does sort of restrict her diving potential and things like that. She's still ridiculously powerful as an aggressive hero, and all it does is cut back a little bit on her being able to dive towers so comfortably. But Chen going to be picked up by Team Empire, and Tidehunter picked up over on NEXT.kz. So not giving away too much in terms of their lanes right now. Rubik probably going to be heading towards mid. Maybe Tidehunter and Venomancer joined by +1 to form up a bit of a tri-lane, and then another solo, possibly on the hard lane, possibly on the safe lane for NEXT.kz. So Morphling banned out by Empire. So NEXT.kz could definitely still look towards a hard carry right now, and it would suit their lineup fantastically. They've got good defensive team fight between the Ravage and the Poison Nova. Plague Wards, as always, are great for counter pushing, and Rubik Fade Bolt spam as well does great work against pushing lineups. And Empire have got great push potential on their team right now between the Chen and the Leshrac. Diabolic Edict obviously shredding towers, and the Chen creeps always there to tank it up, so you're not sort of dancing back and forth in between waves. So last ban right now for Empire, and Anti-Mage going to be banned out, so another hard carry, and another one that's been reasonably popular of late. And So Bounty Hunter picked up by NEXT.kz, and Empire maybe still need to look for a hard lane solo or something like that. TA probably going to be taking mid, Chen more than likely in the safe jungle, and so that leaves Leshrac either to be a primary farmer in a lane, as always he's super flexible, or supporting someone maybe up in that top lane. But if they're running a safe Chen plus Leshrac defending a carry or something along that lines, then they still need to pick up a hard lane solo. So something like the Beastmaster, maybe the Windrunner, they're both still in the pool, so there's still plenty of good options for Empire to fill out that lane. So we'll see if it's going to be a carry and a hard lane solo for them, or maybe a little bit of an aggressive tri-lane with the Chen. He's obviously not quite as good an aggressive jungler as, say, the Enchantress, but he does give you quite a bit more later in the game. But so there's the Windrunner. So she's more than likely going to be on that bot lane, so on the hard lane for the Dire solo. And so all that leaves is whoever Empire are going to be throwing up in that top lane to be defended by Chen and Leshrac. And for NEXT.kz, Bounty Hunter may be taking their hard lane solo. It could be in the safe lane, but is able to sort of gyrocopter the last pickup. So finishing my thought, he's okay in the safe lane. He can just sit around and grab XP, and then he does have a good recovery mechanic in the track. As soon as he's level 6, he can be running around the map farming heroes, and so not being all that worried about missing the farm in terms of gold. But Gyrocopter is definitely a fairly unusual pick, and it looks like he's going to be laned with Veno and Tide maybe down in that bottom lane. Or maybe the three of them will be heading up towards top, running a bit of an aggressive tri lane, and Bounty Hunter grabbing some safe farm down on the bottom lane. So the only remaining question is how Empire are going to round off their lineup, and we'll have to see if they think they're being aggressively tri-laned against. Okay, while we wait for this last pick, and it's probably going to be a hard carry, not 100% sure, could still be something like the Tiny, something like that. Lone Druid's being banned out, could have been a reasonably good candidate. Who else? There's always the Faceless Void, I guess, if you're looking for a hard carry. Bring some good team fight as well. A little bit iffy against the Rubik, perhaps, because the only two active abilities he has are Chronosphere and Time Walk, so you're always pretty much going to be giving away something reasonably good. But so Night Stalker is going to be the last pickup for Empire, so we'll have to see if he's heading towards mid or whether he's going to be defended up on top lane. But a fantastic mid-game lineup for Empire, and very, very much the same for NEXT.kz. Team fights probably favor NEXT.kz a little bit right now, and I guess one thing that I want to say is big thanks to Valve for implementing the health bars for all of the spectators as well. Before it was a broadcaster-only feature, which was a little bit frustrating, but it's since been enabled for every spectator, so big thanks for that. So anyway, over on NEXT.kz, we've got Nesty playing the Bounty Hunter. Equal is going to be on the Rubik, Stalcat on the Venomancer, Cobra, another stand-in, is going to be on the Tidehunter, and Mantis going to be on that Gyrocopter. Over on Empire, we've got Fun. I think that's Funnick playing the Windrunner. We've got Scandal on the TA, SS or Silent on the Leshrac, Go Black is going to be on the Chen, and Blow Your Brain is going to be on that Night Stalker. So it does look like it's going to be Chen, Night Stalker, and Leshrac up on top. Windrunner is going to take the hard lane solo down on bot, and that leaves TA to solo up that mid lane. And NEXT.kz just trying to see if they can find anything at the first rune spawn. But it does look like, yeah, so Mantis, also Gyrocopter, Venomancer, and Tide going to be down on this bottom lane. Rubik heading towards mid. Bit of a bottle rush for him. 3 tangos and 4 branches picked up. And that leaves Nesty on the Bounty Hunter to be soloing up on top. And 0 minute rune has spawned, so that's going to be an invis. Denied by Equal. 1 or 2 hits traded back and forth, but nothing all too exciting just yet. Neither team wanting to go for level 1 engagements at all. And already a lane ward down for Empire, so good sight on what's happening up in this top lane. And had it been that aggressive tri lane that is currently down on bot, then we could have seen it would have been great to have, but they've got some sentries down already, so Bounty Hunter not going to have a great time up in this top lane whatsoever. They're already getting harassed back by the Leshrac, but has a stat shield, so not going to be all that worried, and still yet to pick up his first skill point, but grabs the Shadow Walk. Again, sentry ward already down, so all he's going to do is going to try and sit in XP range. So this Night Stalker is going to be a very happy chappy and going to have all the farm he wants before this first night, and probably some reasonable levels as well, since Silent's going to be able to just sort of XP dodge quite a bit. Tidehunter on the mid lane helping out the Rubik up against the TA. Rubik just needs a little bit of time to get established, really, against a TA. He's able to outrange the Psyblade's harass sort of reasonably, and always able to throw TA away using the telekinesis as well. And it means that he can also get the first few runes of the game until TA starts getting those traps up and, you know, forcing Rubik to wade all the way. Scandal may be actually in a little bit of trouble right now. Goes straight into the meld, but yeah, Rubik, those first few runes, he's going to be able to sort of drag TA back and be able to pick them up for himself. So Titan are going to go off and stack the small camp. Stockhat already double pulling through the trees down on bottom lane, and Mantis just getting absolute free farm while Funnick just comes over to try and de-ward. So no sight on the bottom rune right now. Equal getting harassed a little bit. Silent coming down from top lane, but just going to be able to make it out, and has his bottle waddling in as well, so not going to be all too worried. But Funnick actually opting to stack and farm up these ancients, so deciding can't really find anything down in this bottom lane. And with the homing missile as well, Winrun just not as reliable as an escape. Well, not as reliable as an escape as maybe you would like, especially with the hard lane solo. Winrun, that's really what she's relying on to not die, and, you know, to be able to feel safe to channel off the power shot and get some farm from that. But meanwhile, Night Stalker getting some great farm up on top. Again, Nesty not able to do all that much, and Silent already stacking up this camp, so going to be some good XP coming their way from that. Maybe just waiting until Goblack can find a Wildkin, and then just using the Tornado to farm that up. So Scandal did manage to grab that 2-minute rune, so has the illusions, and, you know, able to obviously get the health out of the bottle. So not doing too badly on this middle lane. 12-7 up against 8 for 4 on equal. And Nesty still just trying to hang out in XP range for now. And Empire definitely in a very defensive position right now. Probably just going to be waiting for that first night, waiting for the Night Stalker to be zipping around the map. And it also really needs to wait for TA to get up to that level 6. Silent going to come down, spots at the 4-minute rune, so Rubik not going to be able to grab that. And seeing him moving into position as well, so Sonic immediately going to grab that. Telekinesis up here, but Edict going to do quite a bit of damage, and Scandal coming in from the side as well. So Equal needs to be careful, and now just trying to run away. Don't know if he's going to be able to make it out. This could be first blood, yep, and Split Earth down as well. The Scandal probably going to take this. Yep, so Scandal picks up that first blood. And just fantastic warding and fantastic play by Empire. They've got good control of this middle lane. They even managed to pull Tidehunter away just to try and babysit the Rubik a little bit. And picking up that first blood as well means that TA is going to be in a fantastic position for this game. And with mid lane being that way and top lane going there, well, heavily in their favor as well, it's only bot where they're having, you know, 1 or 2 problems, but Goblack sort of making up for that, and so it does have that Wildkin up now, so going to be clearing at this stack, and big XP going the way of Goblack. and Silent. So Equal now sort of in a little bit of a recovery position on this mid lane, and Tidehunter just farming up this stack, his little stack, but doesn't really quite equal up to what Chen and Leshrac are doing, and even just the XP advantage from the Chen. Empire going to be in a great position for the mid game, and really going to be relying on Gyro to make some kills happen. You know, Bounty Hunter's going to be able to recover with the track gold if they're able to find kills, but it's really just about getting them, and that's really going to be the big problem right now, especially with how shut down Bounty Hunter and Rubik have been. And it's going to be a while until Tidehunter has his Ravage online. 4.5 right now, so not too far off, but you know, compared to heroes in the other lanes who are already up to 6, he has just had to split a lot of XP with Rubik on the middle lane, and Scandal grabbing up that 6-minute rune, so has the DD. Equal maybe a little bit of trouble, but just going to telekinesis Scandal up onto the high ground, so going to be able to get out for now. And Tidehunter in here as well. Defensive posturing, going to be able to get out, but again, Rubik forced to split XP and not doing as well on this mid lane as probably would have hoped. And Silent picking off Gyrocopter down on bot, and Stalcat probably going to be going down as well, only level 4. Scandal just needs 2 more right clicks to finish him off. Yeah, and does do so. And kill feed may be bugging out a little bit for me, but Empire extending their lead to 3-0, and Blow Your Brain, first night already up, has that urn and boots, so they're going to be ganking viciously around the map. Tidehunter gush onto Blow Your Brain, but still taking a ton of damage. The TA trapped down as well. Telekinesis off to the side. Is he going to be able to make it out? Void's going to be off cooldown in just a second. TP support is coming in, however, so Blow Your Brain just trying to wander out for now. Hand of God pops off, but he's going to be picked off. So 1 for 1 the trade, and Scandal just getting his phase boots flown in right now. But good play by Empire, and with the aggressive diving and the TP support pulled away to mid, it means that Funix able to pick up some farm down on bot, grab some levels that he does so sorely need. And a similar story for Bounty Hunter up on top lane. But Equal now in a little bit of trouble, slowed down by the trap, and does not have a telekinesis, so he's going to be picked off right now. And another kill for Scandal, so 3-0 for him right now. And this is going to be a fast blink for this TA. And oh god, missing kills left and right. Where was that? Venomancer going down in the jungle, too silent. So sorry about that, guys. I guess even with the health bars, I'm not paying nearly enough attention. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a gank down on bot lane on Mantis. Blow Your Brain just does not care about the tower. Silent coming in from the side as well. TP support coming in. Gyrocopter ultimate is down. Silent going to be picked off. Blow Your Brain finishes up Mantis. Telekinesis back onto Equal, but he's going to be picked off immediately anyway. And the Edict doing some good damage there as well. Stalcat ports in, but he's only level 5. So Scandal just bottling up a regen rune. So great rune control for Empire right now, and it's making a big difference for this early game. I mean, 8 kills to 2, and Blow Your Brain just diving on this tower again. Urn Charge doing so much damage at this point in the game, and immediately getting it back anyway. Good power shot by Funnick. And another kill on mid. Scandal grabbing Tidehunter. NEXT.kz just not having a good time right now. Gold advantage, 3k for the Dire, 5k XP. Again, Bounty Hunter just not able to do all that much right now. And Gyrocopter being dragged around the map, dragged to mid a couple of times as well, just to try and help out, and died on the bottom lane as well. So really aggressive ward by Team Empire right behind this tower. So spotting out any TP support coming in, and it gives their Night Stalker great potential to just gank whenever he wants. Able to dive the tower with confidence. And Empire just doing so well with this first night. They had a perfect game plan, and maybe even got more out of the early game than they would have expected. Probably waiting around until Night Stalker was able to do that much. Nesty maybe going to go down here to Silent, and Tower Silent just does not care. So Nesty picked off by Silent. Blow Your Brain comes up to top lane. No heroes here right now, and he is just free to run around the map as he pleases right now. And just Team Empire not caring whatsoever about the towers, just diving behind them, not even trying to push them out. Equal maybe in big trouble right now. Blow Your Brain's going to spot him out. Void and the earn damage, almost enough just to pick him off. Gets thrown up into the high ground by the telekinesis, but Equal more than likely. Oh, great meld hit! Hand of God pops off, but Equal gonna be picked off by Funnick. But big meld and Fade Bolt there to pick up that kill. Roshan's gonna go down to Chen and the TA. And minus armor from the meld means that it goes down so much more quickly. Tidehunter not going to get hit by that shackle. And a buyback from Silent on the bot, immediately TPing in. Mantis and Stalcat need to be careful. Scandal's in here. Mantis gets the ultimate off, but he's going to be picked off. Stalcat as well going down. And ultimate and homing missile not quite enough to finish off Silent. So making great use of that buyback. Funnick firing off the power shot, but now stuck. Ravage just for him. Centaur Stomp not quite hitting ST, hit by that earn charge. Should be able to survive. Equal trying to wait his way out. Blade Brain just does not care about the tower. Another Void. Gush on him. Equal trying to retreat out, but gonna get the Fade Bolt off just before he dies. Blade Brain still wants an ST, but he's hiding in that shadow wall. Dust off. Blade Brain spots him out, juking for now, but is he gonna be able to make it out? Janata hits, so does the Venomous Gale. Blade Brain probably in trouble right now, but picked up a kill for his troubles. And able to get the earn charge off as well. Well, no, not quite. Venomous Gale just doing enough damage to cancel it off. Just wandering around for now. Empire, is he going to be able to make it out? Mantis is here, gets the homing missile down. So that should be the end. But Mantis getting dive on by Scandal. And Scandal going to be picked off. But has the Aegis. TP support coming in again. Just kills. And yep, Scandal probably going to be picked off here. Track is up, so no hiding in the meld. Trying to pick off Stalcat, but he's going to go down. So finally some more kills for NEXT.kz. They've just been running around the map right now and getting ganked in almost every single lane. Funnick on the retreat from Bounty Hunter, but still, I mean, hardly any towers down. One tier 1 for each team, so tier 1 on bot and the tier 1 on mid, but just kills galore. Such a fantastic game, and Empire just looking so strong right now. Tidehunter going to TP in towards top. Has enough money to pick up his arcane boots, and does finally have that Ravage. We saw the first one on mid to pick off Funnick, but I mean, Empire just asserting their dominance all over the map right now. Night finally over, so Blow Your Brain not going to be quite as scary, but Tidehunter needs to be careful. Picked up those arcane boots, but looks like he's going to pay dearly for it. Gets the it doesn't have the Kraken Shell, but that slow just wearing off. But TA gonna dive, and Funnick finishes him off with a power shot. TP support coming in. Silent picked off, but Equal looks like he's gonna be going down as well. Buyback from him as well. Just aggressive play all over the place, and Empire all formed up on top. Looks like they're gonna continue pushing for now. And Blow Your Brain maybe gonna spot out an ST. Immediately goes into the Windwalk. And Blink forward by Scandal already has that picked up. Medallion as well. Equal's going to be in big trouble. Has the refraction to keep him alive for now. But just cannot move forward whatsoever. I mean, so many deaths on this Rubik. 6 already. And looks like another tower going down. So Empire finally translating all of that kill advantage into a few towers. Backdoor regen kicking in right now. But Creep's going to be in range in just a second. So not going to be a problem. Blow Your Brain chasing on Mantis. Homing missile on him. Does he have enough mana for the Void? Mantis just trying to juke for now. Homing missile lands, but the Hand of God pops off as well. Blow Your Brain wants Mantis. Maybe a little bit too fast. Earn charge not going to be enough to finish him off. Above 150 HP. Let's see if he turns around. Not quite. So 34 HP. It looks like Blow Your Brain going to be picked off by an ST. More action up on top lane. Equal and Tidehunter getting picked off along with Stalcat. Funnick now on the retreat, about half health. But Scandal continues the push. And Mantis needs to retreat back to base, but it looks like Empire just going to be happy to back off for now. And maybe wait for the next night. We'll keep the pressure on and wait for the next night. Wait for the next Roshan to be up as well. And then make a go with the definite advantage that they have. And they've completely pushed NEXT.kz back into their base. Bot lane pushed all the way out. Reasonable control of the Radiant jungle for them right now. The bot tier 1 is not a save haven whatsoever. And Silent just gonna be jungling up in the Radiant jungle for now. And again, a super aggressive ward down for Team Empire. spotting out whatever, well, spotting out all of NEXT.kz's movements and just reacting perfectly. Scandal puts down the trap. Equal backs off for now. Doesn't have a stolen skill just yet, so going to be looking to grab whatever he can. And TP's coming in down towards bot. But are NEXT.kz going to be able to find anything? Almost all of Empire here. And homing missile going to go down. Is it going to be able to hit on Scandal now? Invis saves him. Good shackle shot onto Mantis. Ultimate is down now. Silent just going to be able to make it out, dodging the second rocket. And popping up that dust, not going to be able to find ST. But Ravage on cooldown for 40 seconds. NEXT.kz needs to be extremely careful. They don't want to surrender any more towers, but it might be just more kills. Great shackle. Blow your brain. Void onto ST. Power shot through as well. Stick charges popping off, saving him. Empire still very healthy. Great splitter. Stick charges again. Good venomous scale. Hits on Funnick. Shackle shot one more time. Mantis very low on health. 2 heroes already picked off. And Hand of God pops off as well. Triple kill for Funnick. Cobra going to go down at the same time. And a complete team wipe for NEXT.kz. Empire just exerting their dominance all over this game. 27 for 8. I'm not even going to look at the XP and gold graphs. I think we can all sort of work out how they're going. But they've played fantastically this game. And just finding kills all over. I mean, the gyrocopter pick, I see how it could have worked out, but he's just been forced to jump and try and help out other lanes just from the pure aggression from Empire right now. And it means that hasn't been able to find all that much farm. And he's being killed a lot for it as well. Looks like he's going to be picked off one more time. Ravage pops off, but a good shackle shot between Mantis and ST. Mantis picked up, manages to get his ultimate off just in time. Silent going to be sent back to base. Blow your brain. Taking a lot of damage from the Venomous Scale and the Poison Nova. Funnick trying to run out as well. Scandal on very low health. Gets the refraction up. Blink Dagger as well. Just getting him out of there. And the trap's down. Going to slow down NEXT.kz's chase. Fade Bolt flying through. Good shackle. Hits on both of them as well. Power shot's going to go through. Scandal going to move in for the melt hit. But the telekinesis up into the air. Cobra almost picked up. Void him from the side. Blow your brain. Going to be able to finish off Rubik as well. Now Funnick actually getting that last hit in. But 2 heroes dead for NEXT.kz and Empire here to push. And how long until the mech in the Hand of God? Mech in 1 second. Scandal being healed up by the Urn Charge as well. So Empire all looking quite healthy. Again, another great aggressive ward from Empire. And it's never a question of where are our opponents. They know all the time. Big aggressive blink by Scandal. Just dodges the Venomous Scale. Homing missile on him, taking a little bit of tower damage. Hand of God up in 4 seconds. Homing missile gonna fly through. Are they gonna be able to finish it off? No, just gonna go into the meld. And Empire looking to go high ground. Are NEXT.kz gonna be able to hold it? Ravage only gonna be up in a minute. And a single landed shackle shot right now could spell the end. Shackle shot flies, doesn't find anyone. Telekinesis back onto Blow Your Brain, but he's so beefy right now. Mantis moves forward, pops down the ultimate. Homing missile onto Funnick as well. Ultimate not going to land on anyone. Mantis probably going to be picked off here. And Hand of God pops off now. Urn Charge, is it going to be able to finish off Mantis? It might. In the back, does do so. Equal shackle to Nesty. Nesty pops up the stick charges. Is he going to be able to make it out? Urn Charges again from Blow Your Brain. Silent picked off in the middle of that engagement as well. But Empire mech pops off again. They're just not going down at all and keeping the pressure on. Ravage not going to be up for another 30 seconds. And looks like the tier 3 going to go down. Maybe the racks as well. Stallcat staying well back. And no Plague Wards this game either to help hold this off. Relying on the Venomous Gale and the damage from the Poison Sting. Cobra moving forward. Ravage is going to be up in 10 seconds. Going to be able to maybe push Empire out for now, but a great shackle shot lands again. Looks like Nessie's going to be picked off. Power shot finishes him. Venomous Gale or Poison Nova flies off as well. Ravage threatened, cancelled, actually silenced for now. Gets the Ravage up. Scandal going to be picked up. Funnick probably dead as well. Gush finishes him. Telekinesis back onto Blow Your Brain. Trying to retreat out for now. Is he going to be able to do so? And max move speed pretty much from the Knight. Poison Touch not quite enough to finish him off. 20 HP. So looks like he's going to be able to make it out for now. Silent going to be hit by that homing missile. Equal slowed down by the trap. Are they going to be able to get there in time? And Silent going to pick up that regen rune as well. I mean, missile's going to hit, but our NEXT.kz going to be able to follow it up. And Blow Your Brain is here now. Healed up a little bit by the Urn. No earned charges left right now, so he needs to be fairly careful. Another big trap. Blink forward. Scandal gonna be able to pick off Stallcat, taking quite a bit of damage. Silent goes down. NEXT.kz all grouped together. Are they gonna be able to pick off Scandal here? Neutral creeps maybe gonna finish him up. No, not quite. And NEXT.kz finding some counter kills, but oh, they haven't lost their racks just yet. They're definitely still in this game. I mean, but 20 kills, the 20 kills the difference right now. 20k XP, probably a similar story in terms of gold yet. Over 15k gold, so NEXT.kz have got a long way to go if they're going to win this game. And just look at the gold on. Well, I'll switch over from last hits and denies, but just look at the net worth over on Empire. They're all so rich, and NEXT.kz, I mean, their solo mid is just looking so ridiculously poor right now. And Funnick going on equal. Telekinesis not gonna throw him back, but kept alive by the refraction. But Empire wins that Roshan. Roshan's up. We've got Natural Knight as well now, so it's a great opportunity for the and Lothar's on Winner. So big damage there for Funnick. And so the Vlad's picked up as well. This Roshan is going to be absolutely no problem. And Medallion on top, along with the meld. It's just, yeah, look at that. Roshan absolutely melting. Scandal going to be picking up that Aegis. Almost has his Desolator as well. He's just doing a ridiculous amount of burst damage right now. And NEXT.kz, I mean, if they can land their ultimates and get a good team fight off, then maybe they're in with a shot to hold on for a little bit longer. Gonna deny their middle tower, but it's really sort of a drop in the bucket in terms of the gold that Empire have already accumulated. But they've got a good comeback mechanic in the track. Ravage is going to pop off really aggressively from NEXT.kz. Venomous Gale through as well. Poison Nova on top. Stallcat maybe trading his life away for that. Just trying to wander out. Blow Your Brain, gonna finish him off. Hand of God pops off on top. Funnick pulled off into the trees. Mantis trying to stand his ground. Stunned up for now. Another pickup. Silent going down as well, but Scandal in the middle of it for now. Stick charges just saving Mantis, but Power Shot hits on him. Nesty and Equal now on their retreat. Nesty in the Shadow Walk, but 3 for 2 right now. NEXT.kz finding some reasonable kills, but only the Bounty Hunter and the Tide Hunter left. But I don't know if they're going to be able to hold out. I mean, Empire still have the Aegis up. Blink forward by Scandal. Big damage. Blow Your Brain. Gonna finish off Tide Hunter. And tier 3 now gonna take a lot of damage. Venomous Gale flies. Hits Funnick, but Void and the Power Shot almost finishing him off immediately. Nesty in big trouble as well. Right click down by Blow Your Brain. And Empire, this should be 2 racks is absolutely no problem. Tier 3 on bot already down, so it should be 2 racks and maybe the GG called. I mean, NEXT.kz, it's just not looking promising for them. And I mean, Wildkin Tornado, how can you possibly win against a Wildkin Tornado? Just such a ridiculous ability. But NEXT.kz now respawning, 2 heroes up, all of Empire here, Funnick on a little bit low HP, but Chen heal, well, Mech gonna be up in just a second. And Scandal trying to go on equal, but has the refraction for now, so gonna be able to keep him up for a bit. Earn charge onto Funnick. Melee Rax goes down. Gyrocopter ultimate again, not really finding any. Funnick retreat, well, going through the back. Great positioning for that shackle shot. Lands on Stallcat and Equal. Equal trying to do what he can, but looks like he's going to be picked off as well. 3 heroes dead for NEXT.kz, and that makes 5 on top. And so GG gonna be called by NEXT.kz. But Empire just 1 foot forward 2 feet forward the entire time. They just played so ridiculously aggressively. Kills all over the map. Almost any combination of 2 heroes on their team were easily able to get a kill. It was just terrifying to watch, it really was. And the Night Stalker pick rounding off that lineup was just absolutely great. The mid game, I mean, the early game power was there, and the mid game dominance just really shone through. So anyway, this was a game from Star Series 3. I've been Basekip. Apologies again for the proliferation of mistakes that I'm sure I made. It was a joy to bring you guys these games, and I'm going to be bringing you guys some more Star Series games right away, so stay tuned.